Hello everyone, welcome once again to iPEC Coaching Presents, the Coach of the Week. We're here today with Myriam Oliveras. Myriam, thank you very much for joining us. Great to see you.
Wonderful to be here.
Maybe we could just start off a little bit by telling us a little bit about who you are, your coaching niche, and a website if you have one.
Sure. My name is Myriam Oliveras, and my website is myriamoliveras.com. And I support women who are over 40 and are transitioning into self-employment.
Awesome. Now take me back to 2008. What was the flashpoint? What was that, when all of a sudden you either heard about coaching or immediately inspired, what brought you to iPEC?
Yeah, I was in training and development in my corporate job, and I really love that. I've always been inspired by the human potential movement and seeing people develop and grow. And what I found was that a lot of the training was going online. Right. So I was kind of becoming disillusioned with my corporate job, and I was left just with managing 23 people as opposed to doing what my passion is, which was developing people. And I went to a workshop, which is something that I like to do, and I met a master certified coach, and she was leading the workshop, and I learned about coaching, and I thought, that sounds like that might be the next thing for me. And so that's how I found out about coaching.
Okay, great. Mm-hmm. And since you've been a coach the past 3 years, what do you think has been the most rewarding thing about being a coach?
Well, personally, it's been transformative for me. It's just empowered me to do things that I never thought I would do. Great. So that's been amazing. And with my clients, obviously, I've always been into the human potential, so seeing them become empowered and doing the things that are important to them and achieving the things that they really want to achieve, there's no words to describe that feeling.
So it's a combination of within and without, just seeing transformation and being a part of that on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so along those same lines, what do you think has actually surprised you the most about being a coach?
How much it's changed me. Yeah, the transformation within myself. You don't do coaching, you are a coach. Right. And you live it every moment, and the way it's affected my life in a positive way, that's probably been the most surprising thing.
Now that you've been kind of doing this for 3 years, what advice would you give to someone who is actually, just graduated and is just starting off as a coach?
That's a great question. I would say follow your heart. Initially, I had done career coaching, but I knew it wasn't where I ultimately wanted to be. Yeah. And so I was doing it more because that's what I knew. But, there are limitless possibilities. Right. And if you follow your heart and you're true to yourself, you can never go wrong.
Ask yourself the right questions.
Ask yourself the right questions and be honest with yourself. Yeah. Just go for what you really want.
Nice. And so, why iPEC? If someone were to come to you and say, I'm thinking about becoming a certified professional coach, why would you recommend iPEC to anyone?
Well, one of the reasons that I chose iPEC was because they had more live training than any of the other schools across the country. I don't know if that's still the same now. I love the philosophy, the inner components, as opposed to just setting goals and action plans. So I love the philosophy, and just the people at iPEC are really great, and it's really about that who, right? So that's what I really love about iPEC, is that we work on the who and everything else falls into place. Right.
We're going to leave with just one last question. If you could leave our audience with one message, one message for the world, what would it be?
It would have to be follow your heart.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy, and you can never fail.
Right.
When you do it makes you happy.
Because you're enjoying the ride.
Exactly. Every moment. You're enjoying the process, you're enjoying every minute of it and the growth, and so you can't go wrong if you follow your heart.
Myriam, I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.